Okay, so as you guys know, I traded my 2005 Road King Classic for a 2017 Road King, and I'm really excited about this motorcycle. But I took it to Port Charlotte about 4 hours. It took us about 6 hours to make it there. It was hot, it was raining. A lot of things happened during that trip. And check it out. I started to think that I made a mistake. Really, I did, because by the time that I made it to Port Charlotte, or right before I made it there, I realized that I was leaking oil. The motorcycle was turning off every time I hit first gear, and it was just annoying me. I was thinking, man, I got a bad motorcycle. All right, so let's talk about this bike, right? Let's talk about the 2017 Road King. I'm going to show you some video right here for you guys to see it, but I tell you, I'm loving the bike. So let me just tell you what happened. The bike started leaking. I actually called Paul, the guy who sold me the motorcycle. He did a fantastic job repairing the motorcycle. So I'm kind of going to tell you what happened to the bike in this video. I'm going to give you more updates on the bike, but so far I'm loving the bike. I mean, just fantastic. So I took it in this trip and the forks were leaking. It was oil all over the place, all over the forks. The oil was coming back into the tank, all over the tank, on my pants, you name it. And after taking it back to Paul, whoever transported the bike put the straps really tight and blew the seals. Let me tell you something, guys. I got a trailer. Sometimes I trailer the bike, and if you're gonna do that, always remember that you just can't tied it down all the way down. As you put those straps on the front fork, if you do it that way, when you start strapping it down, you're going to see the motorcycle coming down. At one point, you got to give the motorcycle a little leeway to bounce a little bit. If you go really, really tight, you're going to blow those seals, and it's pretty expensive to fix it. Now, like I said, every time I hit first gear, the bike was turning off. And I tell you, it was, first of all, it was kind of dangerous, because obviously stopping at a stop sign, the bike turning off quickly, I was able to turn it back on quickly. But again, you know, it's a safety hazard that happening to the motorcycle and all that stuff. And it happened very regularly. And essentially, after, you know, spending about a week in the mechanic with Paul, he tells me that the motorcycle has cam, which I was like, really? I mean, the motorcycle's kind of fast, but at the same time, it does not sound like it has cam. They may have some very mild cams, right? And essentially, you know, stage 2, and potentially the bike is not tuned the proper way. So what he did was that he would download the application, he plugged the Ving in there, and he was able to auto-tune the motorcycle to the point that I've been riding the bike for several days by now, and it's doing just fine. So that tells me right there the importance of actually tuning your motorcycle. Something that a lot of people don't put any thought into it. They put pipes, they put this, they put that, and they don't tune the motorcycle. This bike was so, you know, having the proper tune that it was turning off constantly. So again, we did that. The bike is working just fine now. So again, I had issues with the seal, really an issue that the whoever transported the bike created. And obviously I had issues with the tuning, because installing parts not properly and not following the proper process. This is essentially why I took my 132 SNS on my Road Glide and I actually took it to a place to get tuned to make sure I don't have those issues. Okay, so with that being said, let me just give you a quick update on the bike. The bike is running fantastic. I took it to that place, and again, if I was not in first gear, it did just fine, right? A second, third, fourth, 5, and 6, it ran really okay. The bike is very stable in the highway. Not as stable as my Road Glide. My Road Glide is more stable, but obviously the Road Glide has the fairing and all that. But with the regular windshield, you have the ability to get some of that air, which is kind of exciting. And at the same time, it's stable enough. I had a passenger in the rear, and we did just fine. The bike is not as heavy as the Road Glide, obviously. And I tell you, you could kind of like push the bike a little bit on the turn, on the corners and things like that. I scraped the floorboards several times, which is something that I typically don't do with the Road Glide, but I did with the Road King multiple times. It was kind of fun. And again, I enjoyed it very much. I think this bike is going to be with me for a while. I am really enjoying it. I love everything about it. And I may do some stuff, obviously, because I'm a Harley dude and I like doing stuff to my motorcycle. But I said right now, the 2017 is running really good. I like the fact that I have the windshield, I have the backrest, so I could use it as a touring. But if I want to strip it down, I could do that, and it's a cool bike. So stay tuned. We got more videos coming up in this Road King. Appreciate you guys watching, and as always, God is in control.